I'm always looking for ways to improve the shack, and I'm always looking for ways to improve the shack and not spend too much money and use resources that I have at hand. And going through the cupboards, I managed to find a couple of old stereo amplifiers that I had in my old car. So what I've done is I've decided I'm going to try and implement them as part of an audio system so that when I do build kits, some of the kits have very low audio that's designed to be used with headphones, and that's fine. It's a good thing to use headphones if you don't want to disturb people around you. But sometimes you just want to be able to have the radio going and not have to wear headphones, and you want audio levels that are usable. What I've done is I've gone into the cupboard and I've found a couple of old car stereo amplifiers that I put aside because the new car that I bought had a stereo already in it. And that idea of putting your own one in is becoming less and less common. So I thought, we've got an amplifier here, why not try and put it into service? So that's what we're doing in today's episode. So I was going through the cupboard, and in my old car, which is the old Hoon Lancer that I inherited off a relative of mine, actually, or an in-law's relative, he had the disco lights in the back of the Lancer, and an amp for the stereo as well as for the lights. And this is the one that I think was running the lights. And it's a modest audio amplifier, 2800 watts. I'm sure that's not actually what it's doing. I think if you look at the fuse that's on this thing and do the maths, it's a bit of BS happening. But what we're going to do is we're going to use one channel on this, and it has, by the looks of things, adjustments for bass and treble, all that good stuff. So we're going to plug this in and we're going to see if we can get some improved sound. That's the sound with the speaker mic, and obviously that's constrained by the quality of the mic. So we'll plug in the external speaker I've got, which is just off the old stereo that I had. So that's all right, but I think we can do better. We're going to need a power cable, so I've stripped out some old mains cable, and we're going to wire this up. And I'm probably running my supply at it more than it's supposed to be running it, but I think it'll be all right. I'm obviously not going to crank it a lot because the speaker that I've got is certainly not up to running huge amount of wattage, but at the moment it's nowhere near loud enough. So I'm hoping that with this wound right back, we'll be able to get more amplitude out of it, and we'll also be able to adjust the bass and treble because it's at the moment it's a little bit bassy, and I'd like to up the treble a little bit. So we've got a little bit of equalizing going on here. It's certainly not a completely sort of graphic equalizer, but it's going to give me a little bit of control. And hey, you might as well have a look and see if it improves things, because it'd be nice to have something that I could plug in QRP rigs with modest amplifiers in them and just get better sound coming out of them. Anyway, I'll get it all wired up and we'll have a look at how it sounds. That's the speaker mic. If you've liked this video, please like and subscribe. I needed a short piece of wire. Let's run to the speaker. Obviously a shielded cable would be better, but it's only a short distance, and it's going to be located next to the amp. So yeah, we've cut this connector off and we've got some wire. So this is all stuff that was going to e-waste at my old job at night. So I'd grab a lot of this stuff, and rather than it go in the pile for e-waste, it goes in my e-waste pile. So I've all my power connectors for QRP rigs, and a lot of my other wiring and whatnot, and plug packs that I've needed in the past
have come from this pile. So yes, it's the pile that keeps on keeping on. And if you're on a budget, try and get a decent pile in the junk pile. I don't think my junk pile is anywhere near big enough, but you know, we're always working on it because you know, $2 here, $3 there, it all adds up, and it's always nice to not have to pay for it.
So he wrote an introduction to biography of those. So again, these ideas, they're there. What he means about imaginative perception.
Switch it in and out.
He puts it together, but yeah, this is a
and our speaker will live on the shelf here.
I believe the Waldorf school system is the second largest private school system in the world.
Rounded person who can go out and take an active role in the society they live in. With a sense of, appreciation.
And there you have it. That's with the speaker in. I will just turn off the internet. That's with the speaker in. And that's the speaker mic.
Well, last night the heavens opened. There was massive electrical storms, and I'm just lying in bed thinking, God, I hope I unplugged the antennas. And of course, I hadn't. I had the 40 meter OzQRP rig plugged in. I've had a listen this morning. It doesn't sound like I fried the front end on it. I don't think I had any really, really close lightning strikes, but boy, oh boy, was it heavy going all night and most of this morning. The cat who's normally pestering me at 5 o'clock in the morning to be fed was nowhere to be seen. This the scaredy cat hiding in his usual place under the sofa in the front room. Anyway, we're going to have a look now, a final look at performance of the audio system that's been installed and see how it goes. So this is the setup. We've got the amplifier next to the speaker so that we can adjust levels if we need to. And I've used the remote switch on it, the accessories inlet on the actual amplifier unit, so that I can switch it in and out. So this is the unit with just the this is just using the speaker, and this is with the amplifier. Might help if we plug it in, and this is with the amplifier. And like I mentioned earlier, you can hear those thunderstorms that are presently here. Those static clashes remind me of watches at sea on 500 kilohertz when you had storms in the area, and every time you had a static clash like that, you nearly went deaf. Speaker mic. Well, the sun is shining bright again, and we've come to the end of another video, and I'm going to go inside and see if our scaredy cat has emerged from his hiding place. Hello? Come on. Time to go outside. No, you're not getting any more food. Come on. Time to go out. Out you go. No. Out. Bye. Thank you for staying right to the end of the video. Please remember to like and subscribe. And this is VK2AOE going QRT. See you in the next video.